Hey guys, this is Mrs. Kirchhoff. Because we are starting the school year remotely, it is going to be more challenging to get to know each other. So I would like to give all of you the opportunity to introduce yourselves to the class. So to do this, you are going to create a short video about yourself using a program called FlipGrid. This is a way for all of us to connect names to faces and to learn more about each other. That being said, if you've never used FlipGrid before, it's a pretty easy program to use, and we're going to go over how to use the program this afternoon. So what that means for you guys is that everybody is going to be required to attend class this afternoon. So I've got a list of 16 questions here for you to look at. You are going to pick 4 to 5 of these questions to discuss and talk about in your video. So there's a variety here. What is your favorite subject? How many siblings do you have? What is your favorite sport? What is your favorite food? Do you have any pets? What kind? Do you have any hobbies? What is your favorite book, movie, or TV show? What is your dream vacation? What are you looking forward to this year as a ninth grader? What is your favorite thing to do at home? What is your dream job and what do you want to be when you grow up? And what is your hero? So you can pick any of these questions, just make sure you cover 4 to 5 of them in your video. So when it is time to make your video, you are going to watch my video as an example. My video is just short of 2 minutes. I had a really hard time condensing everything that I wanted to say in 90 seconds, which is what I was hoping for. Your video does not have to be 2 minutes long. If it's shorter than that, that's fine. What I would suggest though is when you talk about these questions, you do need to elaborate on them. So for, let's say, if you talk about this middle question here, how many siblings do you have? You shouldn't just say, I have siblings, right? You need to tell me, like, who are they? Maybe how old are they? Like, do you guys get along? Um, yes, I have hobbies. Let's go a little more in depth on that. Okay, so elaborate on your video. It should be anywhere from 60 seconds to 2 minutes long, no more than 2 minutes. So you're going to start your video by introducing yourself. So my name is, and then give me your first and last name. If you prefer a nickname, if that's what you'd prefer to be called, please say that as well. So, my name is Mrs. Kirchhoff, but you can call me Mrs. K, would be an example of that. Once you've created your video and uploaded it, then I would like you to go back into FlipGrid and watch 5 other people's videos. So watch 5 classmates' videos. Try to find somebody that you don't know so we can get to know each other a little bit more and make a comment or give them some positive feedback. So that allows the speaker to know that you've actually watched their video, and that allows me to know that you've watched 5 videos so that we can get to know each other a little bit more since we are working remotely. So when you are giving your peers feedback, um, we need to be respectful, right? So there's this phrase netiquette, and it kind of ties into being kind to each other, I think is key. So I have something that I'm going to share with you guys that just touches on that. These are some posters that were put together by this website, the Random Acts of Kindness organization. So I'm just going to go through these so that you know what I expect when you're commenting on your peers' video. So please be respectful, right? Everyone's taken some time and effort to create these videos. You need to be respectful to what your peers have created, and know that other people are going to comment on your video. So you want to hear positive feedback from them. Be kind, be caring, show that you care about your peers. Give them, something positive that they've done. Highlight something that they did really well in their video. Being inclusive, right? So welcoming them in open arms, including them in what you're doing. So, as you're going through the list of videos to watch, maybe find one that no one's watched yet and watch that one so that you're including them in this introduction process. The next item here is integrity. So acting in a way that you know to be right and kind in all situations. So that idea of going back to kindness. You want to do yourself proud in the comments and the feedback that you give to your peers. Finally, the last two, showing responsibility, right? Doing what's expected of you. I'm expecting you to give positive feedback and build each other up. And above all, this is taking courage on all of our parts, right? We're making ourselves vulnerable by creating these videos that everybody in class can watch and access. And so it's challenging. It's challenging for all of us. I had to do multiple takes on my videos in order to, get it the way that I wanted to. And so just being kind to each other and understanding that we're all in a vulnerable state and that we're all showing courage by sharing these videos with each other. And we want to build each other up and not tear them down. So when you give your feedback, it should say something like, nice job on your video. I really liked how you talked about your pets at home. Or like, great job. I enjoyed hearing about all the hobbies that you have. And as you're watching these videos too, you might find out that you have something in common with your peers, maybe even someone that you went to Wilson with them for middle school, but you didn't know that they are also into a certain video game or they like to play a certain, card game that you're into as well. So maybe we'll learn something new about each other, even if you know each other well. So finally, I wanted to show you guys an example. This is a video that I created to introduce myself. And like I said, this took me multiple takes to get right for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. It's just under 2 minutes long. And I wanted to just tell you a little bit more about myself. I have one younger sister whose name is Rebecca. She lives in New York City and she is a business consultant. So that means she travels across the country to different businesses that hire her, and she works with the companies to help them become more successful. I have two pets at home. I have an 8-year-old German Shepherd Lab mix named Darcy, and Darcy is still acting like a puppy. She's 8-year-old and she's finally starting to get gray hair, but when people meet her for the first time, they think she's a puppy because she's still so energetic and kind of crazy. I also have a cat named Bingley, and he is like a dog in a cat body. He is the friendliest cat you've ever met. Probably my favorite current hobby at the moment is camping. We upgraded our camper this summer from a pop-up to a travel trailer. We had some fun vacations in the Smoky Mountains and Outer Banks. I love getting the kids outside and just going for walks, bike rides, and swimming, and just enjoying our time together. I also like to cook and try out new recipes, as well as, of course, reading. I got a new Kindle for my birthday this summer, and so I've been able to do a lot more reading that way. So I've enjoyed that. My dream vacation would have to be to go out and visit Europe. I've never been overseas, and I would love to just go and tour Germany and England and France and see all of those places and the rich history that's connected there. Finally, what I'm looking forward to the most this year is getting to know all of you guys. That's probably my favorite part of teaching is the students that I'm teaching and getting to know them and making connections with them. So I'm really looking forward to our year together as we figure out this remote learning thing together. Bye, guys. Okay, so that is my video. A couple things that I wanted to point out to you. Again, mine was just shy of 2 minutes long. Yours should be at least a minute long and no longer than 2 minutes. I would like to see your face in the video because that's essentially one of the learning targets for this assignment is to be able to connect names to faces and get to know each other better. So your face does need to be included in the video. Do your best to maintain eye contact. I know that can be challenging, and we'll talk a little bit more about how to do that in the afternoon when we go over how to use FlipGrid. This isn't being graded as a formal speech or as a formal presentation. So I'm not going to take, points off for those types of things. Essentially, just as long as you are introducing yourself, creating this video, and discussing 4 to 5 of those questions that were listed on the chart, you've met the learning target. All right, thank you guys.